Yeah, Homer led the league in tackles with 85. The deep ball for Darius Prince, and Philadelphia's on the board first.
On the draw, this is Bryson Allen. And Allen weaving his way all the way down to the 22.
10-yard line, 5. Mayfield, Dancy, all around. Throw it as far as he can throw it. Jump ball coming. Crazy stuff. Not this time.
And you want to be a wide receiver, you're going to have to take a little bit of a hit like that as Brown got him in that shoulder, but watch. Those are teeth.
Do we have a dentist on staff here?
Welcome to this Christmas Eve edition of Shady Sports Network. I'm here with Mr. Kevin Felder Jr. from the 305 Miami area. Kevin, what's good, bro?
What's good, my boy? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Really excited to, talk to you. Man, kind of diving right in, it's the holiday season. Christmas is tomorrow. What do you got going right now?
Man, as far as Christmas, Christmas spirit don't even hit me no more for real. I guess because I'm finally growing up. I'm getting older. But besides spending time with the family, my son getting to open up his first few presents for the first time, it's a nice little experience for me. But other than that, not too much. Just chilling.
Without a doubt, you're from Miami, so that's a warmer climate. I'm up here in Massachusetts. It's like 35 degrees. How do you celebrate Christmas when it's so warm outside?
Oh man, out here, it's so much to do year round because weather doesn't affect us. It's almost like Florida doesn't feel the weather changes at all. So we have one type of weather all season long. You'd be surprised. Christmas in Florida can be spent at the beach. Always outside. We know everybody's kind of huddled inside. It's cold outside. 6 inches, 7 inches of snow and stuff like that. No. You'll find people doing anything on Christmas Eve when it comes to Florida, Miami. We are outside town. It's an outside city. So, yeah, Christmas time, it can be anything.
Man, I would love to spend Christmas at the beach. The snow sucks. But kind of going into this year, you signed with the Rampage. I saw you on team meetings the other day. Really excited to have you on the team. You're teaming up with another Miami legend, Mr. Rakeem Cato. How much did that mean to you?
Cato actually had a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? I guess emphasis on me signing with the Rampage. Before getting the call, I didn't even think I would be playing in the AFL. I don't have an agent. I had a slight issue kind of take place when I was with the Albany Empire. After that, it was kind of just, chilling and kind of see what was going to happen next. And when I seen, I guess, Iowa gave me the interest, I was trying to see, excited it was going to happen. Are they going to sign me? Are they not going to sign me? And finding out, I had somebody that I guess you could say has always been in my back pocket. I've played flag with Cato, worked out with Cato. I've known about Cato since before, all the arena mess. So I guess having somebody that, from my side of the town, or I guess you could say my neck of the woods, it's pretty comforting. So now when I come in, it's not so much, got to win the heart of your quarterback. I already know who's back there, passing me the ball. So as long as I come in and do what I got to do, the connection's already there. So, it's not so much as I'm nervous, you feel me? It's another day of football. Take it one day at a time.
Without a doubt. And, Rakeem Cato, man, over 14,000 yards, 130 career touchdowns in college. Like, to be able to combine with a guy like that, I can't even imagine what the results will be. Previously, you played in the fan control football league. Man, I love the FCF. I think it was a great league. I think the entertainment is far and ahead of way of all these other leagues. Do you expect the AFL to be similar to the FCF?
No. The FCF, love it to death. I hope no one kills me or hates me after I say this. The FCF was a project that turned out to be successful. I don't think the AFL is going to be anything like the FCF for the simple fact the fans were calling our plays. And no shade to any of the fans, loved them all, whether any team that the fans were loving on. But it's hard to let someone who's kind of been partying all day, then had a couple of drinks in their system, you feel me? Not in the right mindset. So when you have these kind of coaches calling your plays, it can tend to get frustrating at times. One of the worst moments I'll never forget. We were in 3rd and 16, and the fans called heavy, no receivers. Heavy, you know what heavy formation is? That's about all the linemen, 2, 3 tight ends, 2, 3 running backs. No, 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 no. So it got to moments where we felt like the fans didn't know what they were doing. So as far as AFL, coaches actually controlling, calling the plays, OCs, and different things like that, I feel like it's going to be a much more competitive game because, hate to air out the FCF just a little bit, but everyone already knew what was happening before it came. So it almost came down to when we were scoring touchdowns, not everything was, I guess you could say, from the playbook. It was a bit of a freestyle.
I can totally see that. I remember getting the option to call plays, and there would be like 300 other people. It was definitely a lot. We kind of only got to see the Saturdays and the Wednesday draft. How were the living conditions in the FCF?
In my personal opinion, the FCF was better than any arena league I had been a part of. The little bit of time I spent in the NAL, I spent minor time in the IFL. FCF was the closest to the NFL I've ever experienced. As far as the housing, we didn't have to pay for anything. The only time I paid for anything was if I wanted to, whether I was going out into, the streets, the malls, different stuff like that. But besides that, everything we needed was taken care of. I didn't have to, figure out when my next meal was going to come, whether if I had the money or not and stuff like that. Didn't have those issues. FCF very professional when it came to the stuff that we needed, unless you wanted to, some guys want to look pretty on the field at all times. Unless you went out and bought extra stuff, you really didn't have to. A lot of what we needed was provided. And I feel like the FCF kind of messed me up a little bit because I expected that everywhere I went. So going to other leagues and realizing, yeah, it's not the same thing, it was a bit of a wake-up call.
Without a doubt. And, a lot of arena leagues, they're filled with politics, and I for sure see you have your fair share of that. How is, playing the other leagues compared to the FCF in terms of the way they were run with the coaches and everything?
The FCF, they don't matter who you are, where you came from, or what you can do. They just need you to prove it. So the FCF, I'm coming off 1 year of college, just my freshman year, and that was it. Had some minor issues take place. My head coach was fired. I had an outstanding balance I could not afford to pay for, so my college career just kind of went down the drain. No pro day, nothing. So this is just a young kid showing up to this FCF workout and trying to make a name for myself. Ended up running 4.39. Those are in the books. They can validate that number for you. Made my way into camp, and any coach that you ask that was a part of the FCF in 2022, they will let you know Kevin Felder was probably one of the top 5 receivers in the league. And I'm only saying that because I've heard it from counterparts and different coaches. Um, yeah, the FCF is all about opportunity. If you can make your opportunity and actually bring it to life, they'll take it and they'll run with it. And it was a lot of guys that, including myself, before the FCF, we really had nowhere to go, didn't have a name. And because of the FCF, we now can kind of bargain and choose what teams we're going to play on, and different opportunities are coming out because of the FCF. Going to the NAL, I figured, it'll be the same thing. Just go out there, do the best that I can, and, all the dogs, rise to the top. Realizing that not everywhere is like that. Albany had some front office issues as far as coaching and coordinators. So I spent maybe 4 to 5 days with the Empire before I was released, and I didn't get a chance to show or do anything. So I've learned that football is a business. Of course, we all know that, but it's not so much what you know, it's who you know. So when you reach the pro level, unless you have someone in these rooms speaking on your behalf, it's very hard to push your name on your own unless someone is already interested. So those are just, some of the things I've learned from hopping around from different arena leagues.
Without a doubt. And those are all really good pieces of information you can kind of carry with you throughout your career. You being a guy that went the unconventional route, not playing the 4 years of college and kind of going pro, a Bengals receiver, Mr. TJ Uzama, he spoke about how he didn't go that route either, and he still made it to the NFL. Do you think we'll start to see more guys not go to college and kind of go straight to the league?
Um, I'm not sure. What I can say for sure is this route wasn't by choice. I definitely recommend taking the college route is still the best and safest route, in my opinion. From someone who's living, on the back roads right now, every season is a blessing once you leave college. After college is where you're still guaranteed football games. You are no longer guaranteed any games after college. So every game you play once you graduate college is a blessing. So when you're taking the back routes, you never know what's happening. One season, you play great, but you're not sure what's going on. Am I going to play arena again? And is the CFL going to call? Is the NFL going to call me? You don't know what's going on. And for a guy like me, after the FCF, I hit a couple private XFL workouts, hit a couple, arena workouts, and it wasn't until the summer of 23 that I figure out what I was going to do next. And FCF ended in June of 2022. So yeah, it's a lot of, putting in the work and not knowing when your next opportunity is going to come from. So to any guy that's, not taking the college route, it's not so much he wanted to, it's the hunger in him to not give up. You don't know if, I can go work out for 7, 8 months straight and not get a single call. But because of the hunger, we're going to do it anyway. And that's where the phrase comes, stay ready so you don't got to get ready. So if anybody wants to, not take the college route, I'm not against it, but I don't recommend it. So that's that on that.
I I can totally understand that. Has playing overseas in Mexico or Europe ever been an option for you?
Yes, I don't have an issue with where I play as long as I know it's a stepping stone to where I'm trying to go next. So as long as it's leading me to the XFL, or I'm sorry, in this case the UFL, we have the new merger. So if it's leading me to the UFL or the Canadian League, or of course my personal favorite, the NFL, I'm going to do it. I had opportunity to play internationally with the IFA. That's a new league that's coming out. But with me signing to arena and looking at how big of a stage it just might be, I've decided to just put all my eggs in that basket, for now, and just see what happens. I've been told the FCF is making a return in June of this coming year, 2024. So a lot of things happening, a lot of words, a lot of speculation. So just gonna watch and see what goes on and just make my next moves from there.
Definitely. This game is all about action. You got to wait till the action happens to, fully believe it. When you sign with the Rampage, Coach B, Coach had incredible energy. Was that a big part of your decision?
Yes. I've been a guy that over the years, whether it was high school, college, um, I've been kind of picked up by coaches, and I guess like a guy that I don't want to use him too much, but I'm gonna pick him up anyway. So in the event that someone else wants him, they can't have him. He can't hurt me. Um, a lot of coaches like that in my past. So I was a guy that unless it was 3rd and 12, they needed me to run like a deep curl or a post or whatever the case was. Unless it was a critical down and I was needed, I didn't really see much action. So speaking to Coach B and hearing him talk, and it was about, every player is gonna have to show it. You got to be a dog. The best man plays. That's all I've ever wanted. I'm gonna put in the work. I know my teammates and counterparts are gonna put in the work. So all I've ever wanted was the best man, plays. I've been on teams where coaches kind of have their guys already lined up, and it's like, dogs don't care. Dogs gonna fight wherever they go. But it's a different thing when the coach already got his 3 receivers, he's ready to rock and roll with, and you're the fourth guy on the depth chart. Even if you are playing better than them, those are his guys. So it's all about, the situation that you fall into. But, with Coach B, I felt comfortable. I felt like this is a place where I can come in, show my talents, and contribute to the team. I'm not a guy that's, going to complain, cry for the ball. I've never been that guy. I just want everyone to get a fair opportunity. And the dogs that, rise to the top, the dogs are going to play. That's all. And with Coach B, he made that very clear. The best route runners, the best hands catchers, the best receivers overall are the guys that are going to play. And hearing him talk, it just makes me more excited, and I'm ready to get up there and get into camp. So for me right now, the clock is just ticking at this point.
I definitely feel you on that. Well, Kevin, it's been great having you on tonight. Coming up on my couple final questions, kind of transitioning outside of football. What are you currently involved in?
Outside of football, I'm not involved in much per se. I'm more of a family guy. Besides that, I do have a few hobbies that I do here and there, but it's not really nothing major. I used to be a performer. I was in modeling for a little while, but these are things that I kind of enjoy from time to time. Around 2020, when I stopped playing ball for a little bit, kind of picked into these little hobbies and started making money off of them. So, I stream from time to time where it comes to gaming. I've done a runway before. I've done photo shoots for Calvin Klein, Nike, Tommy Hilfiger. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'm not very too open, kind of a private guy, kind of quiet. So yeah, more of a down to earth, kind of chill, quiet, laid back. That's me.
Photo shoots, man, with those big companies. I mean, that's major for sure. Coming from Miami's all about the culture. You got Tyreek Hill, Antonio Brown, all these guys. If you had to say in like a phrase or a word, what is the culture of Miami?
It's gritty. It's very, very gritty. You got to be tough out here. There's no room for sheeps. No room for sheeps at all. It's only dogs. It's either you're either gonna eat or be eaten. Miami is a place where everybody's good, and it's not even just about football. We're all trying to make it. We're all trying to thrive. We all have similar ideas. Miami is a place where if you are not genuinely unique or original, you're not gonna shine. A lot of everyone's trying to do the same things in certain aspects. And like I said, you have to be different. You got to be coming different in a certain way, a certain light. Your energy has to be different. You have to move different. Wanting to be successful in Miami is like, trying to be successful in Vegas or Cali. You're a really small fish in a really big pond. So for the guys that stick out, it's the countless hours of work put in, the love of the game or whatever you're doing. So yeah, being out here, you got to be tough. You got to be tough, tough, tough. It's like being out in Compton in LA.
Man, I've been to Miami. I can definitely see that. It's definitely a hustle environment where you kind of got to make your own name. But Kevin, great having you on tonight. My final question for you is: with the new year fastly approaching, what are some of your biggest New Year's goals, both on and off the field?
Ooh, first things, just to kind of let you understand a little bit. I'm not much of a New Year goals type of guy. I don't feel like we should wait till the new year to set some goals to follow out through. It's more of just, goals in general. Coming 2024, I want to reinvent, myself from a mental standpoint. I want to bring more success to myself, not so much negativity, and not so much negativity as far as like things happening. I mean mentally. Um, as far as my goals for the season, I want to be the best contributor I can be. If that's me leading the team and putting the team on my back, so be it. But however I can contribute to the Rampage winning a championship, that is all I want to do, and that's all I can ask for. I just want to have a great season, a safe season. Myself, my teammates, coaches and all. We start the season in one piece, end the season in one piece. God willing, we win a championship. And after that, just see what doors open for me and I can go from there. Those are the goals for 24.
Definitely, JJ. Appreciate your time. I wish you a happy holidays with you and your family, and I look forward to seeing you in 2024.
No problem, my guy. Appreciate you. Thank you for having me on. And happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Yes, sir.
I'm a game changer.